What's good, Soul Warriors? Welcome to the Galactic Soul, but specifically another episode of Spirit Dispatch, where we are really throwing punches at life's biggest questions. My name is CG, the Galactic Hype Woman, and today is the ultimate smackdown between ego and soul. Think of your ego as the loudmouth at the party and your soul as the wise DJ spinning some truth. But who's going to win? Spoiler, you choose. So if you're ready to referee this inner battle, smash that like, subscribe, and hit the bell in order to join the Soul Squad. Let's rumble. Have you ever snapped at someone and instantly regretted it? Or obsessed over looking perfect on Insta? Well, that's your ego strutting its stuff. So your ego's the part of you that's all about you. Me. It loves control. It loves comparison and drama. Your soul, though, a little bit more chill, eternal vibe, a whispering love, connection, and purpose. Some spiritual traditions, like Buddhism, says that the ego's a loud illusion while your soul is really the true MVP. So the trick here is really noticing when your ego is running the show and choosing what the soul says to do instead. So when's the last time your ego threw a tantrum and threw you under the bus? And what did it feel like? And share that in the comments because we're about to get real. So let's go over the good and the bad. So the good is really clarity. So choosing soul over ego really brings inner peace, like muting a screaming toddler, literally. It really brings us clarity and allows us to decipher what the best plan of action is. Your ego gets in the way and it makes this barrier, which stops you from actually taking it all in and finding a perspective of each outcome and then moving on those choices and those decisions. Also, authenticity. So soul-led decisions align with your true self and not society's script or your parents' script or your friends or anything outside. Ego is truly outside of you, external, and your soul is internal. So we really want to make sure when we are making decisions and we are going about our daily lives, we are going internal in order to really ramp up what is supposed to happen, where we're supposed to go, our journey. And then there's this connection link where soul vibe really likes to link you with others and the universe without any emotion and without any drama. Really, the ego is what creates the barrier, right? Really stops that connection from happening to where it really just ramps up your emotions and it ramps up some craziness in your brain. And sometimes you really get addicted to that, right? You really get addicted to that. So your soul really vibes and links you to others and the universe where you're supposed to be. So your ego is what talks you down. Again, the bad. Ego is very, very sneaky, okay? It's very sneaky. And it actually disguises itself as you're protecting you. And while you're protecting yourself, you're actually stirring up a lot of chaos, a lot of craziness that you do not need. This is your mind saying, oh, it's so hard to make that change though because of X, Y, and Z. No, that's your ego. Your ego is what is making those excuses there. Sometimes your ego is actually really hard to spot. It could feel super normal, but you don't even notice that it is in charge because your emotions are taking on, right? So it really takes practice, and that could take a while. That could take sometimes lifetimes in order to really figure out, is it my ego that is making me make this decision or is it my soul? And shifting to soul really takes time because the ego hates losing. It hates losing. And losing sometimes is the best thing that happens for you. So what's one way that your ego shows up? People pleasing or scrolling for validation. And if this is hitting home, please give me a thumbs up and take the soul vibes. But overall, going into practices that you can do, you really want to let your soul take the mic. So we need to do some check-ins. So when you're stressed, you really want to pause and ask, is this my ego or is this my soul talking? Ego is very, very loud and fear-based, but your soul's calm and loving. So what's one trigger that you can check in with today? And really ask yourself the question, is this my ego or is this my soul? Fear-based or loving? really make that differentiation. I have a soul mantra for you to use, and you can repeat this over and over again. So I am more than my thoughts. I am love. And when you make that mental shift as you are completely love and you are not just giving and receiving love, then it makes that mindset a little bit easier to understand and to move with. So really say it in the mirror daily if you can, and remind ego who the heck the boss is, because you are the boss. Your soul is the boss. We really need to talk them down and say, oh, am I claiming my soul's truth or am I not? Right? So I am more than my thoughts. I'm love. And also, you really need to observe how your ego is making you feel in the line of judgment. So for one day, notice ego-driven thoughts like jealousy or something like that without beating yourself up. And just say, oh, hey, ego, what's up? Make it a different person other than you. Or you can even name your ego. I tell my clients all the time, name your ego. That way you can say, oh, Christina is actually making me do this, not me. That way it's kind of separated from you and it's kind of like a mental game at that point. So when you say, hey, Christina, that's you, that's not me, you really get to differentiate you and your ego, because your ego is BS. Your ego is literally all of your fear-based thoughts, and they are causing you to make these decisions, not what you truly want inside. So try one of these. I hope it helps, but also I really want you to dive deeper. And I have some resources, as always, that you can use in order to do a deep dive yourself on ego versus soul. So if you're looking for a book on ego versus soul, I would definitely check out the book A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. I hope I'm saying that right. Tolle. But really, it is ego busting wisdom in every single chapter. It really dives deep into how you can differentiate between your soul and your ego. Also, there are a lot of ego versus soul meditations on YouTube, and soul connection meditation. You can literally search that and you can find it on many different meditation apps as well, like Calm. But also, if you want to go the podcast route, The School of Greatness by Lewis Howes, he really has episodes on ego and authenticity and how you can bring out your soul as you go through this journey of spiritual awakening. But definitely comment your favorite ego busting tip down in the comments below, because putting that in the comment below will definitely help others. And I really want to make this a community where not everything that I say is 100%, and not everything that you think is 100% either. So I really want to make sure that we have this well-rounded community going. So please put your comments below if you have any ego busting tips. But overall, I want your soul to shine. So please allow your vibe to inspire others. And if this video resonated, definitely give it a like and share it with your crew, and subscribe for more spiritual videos and universe and tarot readings and all of that. But check out the playlist right on the screen, because that has a lot of soul goodies. But other than that, I love that you joined me today. Again, my name is CG from the Galactic Soul, and I am sending you so much love and light. Remember to be yourself.